Oh yeah, hey everyone, just doing some sharing. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. I'm Jim. Let's see here. Okay, hold on a sec. All right. Okay. All right. And so yeah, more options. Hold on here a sec. All right. R.I.P. Jerry Lee Lewis. There we go. Um, Come on. All right. Let's see here. All right. Share. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Share to your story, public. Share now, public. All right. Share to a group. All right. Okay. Sarnia. All right. Sarnia, anything goes. All right. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Give me a minute here. All right. More options. All right. All right. Chain reaction. There we go. Okay. So, anyways, welcome. Yeah. Give me a minute here. Another minute. Okay. All right. Options. Group. All right. Sarnia. Sarnia Power. Anything goes. You're going to love Sarnia 2.0. All right. Okay. Share to a group. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. All right. Okay. All right. We're done. We're doing that. I'm going to go to my profile. There we go. Okay. Come on. All right. Here we are. Larry, great to see you out here. All right. Great. Good, buddy. All right. Just bear with me here. Congas and bongos. 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 All right. Blog. All right. Inspirational blog. Bloggers blog. Bloggers. Boom. Share your blog post. Bloggers for beginners. All right. Birthdays. Lovely birthday wishes. Today's birthdays. Whose birthday today? Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. So we're going. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. Larry, everybody. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0 episode. Episode 261. All right. So, grew up 80s hair metal bands. 80s metal uncensored. Wrestling 80s and 90s. All right. Pro wrestling discussion. Wrestling fans. All right. Extreme talk. Okay. The pro wrestling page. Yeah. So, anyways, the Big Jims Blogcast Live. Version 5.0. We've got a great beer tonight. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We've a Bond. Okay. Bond. James Bond, 007 community, even studies, James Bond, James Bond, James Bond. All right. Okay. All right. Battlestar Galactica. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, all right. Rubick's. There we go. So, don't mind me. I will be with you in a short seconds. All right. Rubik's Cube classes. Rubik's Cube speed cuters. Speed cubing. Right on. And so, yeah. What else? Oh, yeah. Fuck. Eddie Van Halen. The Van Halen fan club. Okay. All right. True fans. All right. So, Van Halen, all eras, right on. So, anyways, yeah. Oh, awesome, baby. Fuck. All right. Um, all right. Yeah. And so great. Awesome. I'm happy for you. You're in Puerto Vallarta. So yeah, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 261. It is Sunday, August 6, 2023. We are in the middle of a Canadian long weekend. So, oh yeah, cassette tape chronicles. All right. All right, cassette deck. Okay. CD, cassette, and vinyl world. Cassette, there we go. Cassette tape sale. All right. So, retro. Okay, wait a minute. Classic TV. Classic movies and TV. All right, WWF Classic. Yep. All right. Classic television group. All right. Classic TV shows of all time. There we are. All right. Yeah. All right, people. Yeah, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 261. Sunday, August 6, 2023. Looks like I'm done sharing. But, yeah, hey, it got a busy day for me today. Oh, God, I had to work yesterday. So, anyways, intro who we are. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So, welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live. Let's see if I can do... Oh, Ann! All right, yeah. Got you over there, huh? All right. Boom. Okay, Ann, glad to see you. And so, all right. So, yeah, glad to see you. Jason, glad to see you out here, too. Let's see, I'm just about to share more... Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just about to share more groups with, like, more people here. But, anyways... oh, wait. Okay. There we go. All right. So, yeah. Whoops. All right. So, it's Big Jim Blogcast Live. I'm going to go over my shtick in a minute here. I'm just going to do some sharing. Let's see. Some more. All right. On my profile. There we are. Okay. So, okay. Group. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0. Let's see here. Okay. Bill Murray and Beer Night. Boom. Ace Frehley Ozone. All right. So, glam metal, AOR rock. All right. So, James Bond 007 forever. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Monday Nitro. All right. So, we get over. All right. The legend for the love of pro wrestling. All right. So, yes. All right. Gonna go back to here. And so, yeah. All right. All right. So, yeah. Live now. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live. Yeah. Version 5.0, episode 261. Big Jim Blogcast Live airs Sundays on Facebook. The occasional Fridays, the occasional Wednesdays. We're in our 5th year as Big Jim Blogcast Live debuted back in 2018. Now, if you're new here, Big Jim Blogcast Live does craft beer reviews. Craft beer reviews like over 200 and counting, from craft beer breweries right here in Sarnia to cross Canada, cross Ontario, cross Canada. Tonight's craft beer comes to us from River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield. It is called Thanks Ale Latte Ale. Excuse me. So, we pair that up with a cigar. Tonight's cigar is a good Monte Cristo Habana. I changed my mind on the Rocky Patel, and and we combine it with a nice spirit. So tonight we're chasing it down with Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. So Big Jim Blogcast Live. Well, we talk about like classic movies, classic TV, classic sci-fi, classic pro wrestling. classic rock, This Week in Van Halen History. Yeah, we are cubing the Rubick. I'm going to try to solve this 3 times. All right, so yeah, we do bongo solos like this one. All right, and give countdowns, local events near you, birthday shout-outs to our friends. Retro, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. So, Big Jims Blogcast live seen in the U.S. and Canada, and also worldwide from the U.K., Australia, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, and so on. Thank you for watching. Tune us in, turn us on, and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned. Big Jims Blogcast live, I'll go over this several times tonight, is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. So, all right. So, yeah. And I want to cheers. So, cheers, and here we go. And I want to give shouts out to anyone watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rock, since Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubiks. Yeah, all the Black Crowes groups, the Dukes of Hazzard groups. Right on. So, anyways, yeah, here we go. So, anyways, let's see. Do some sharing here. Share to a group. Okay. So, yeah, while you do this, I'm going to toggle this for a minute. We will get to our craft beer review. I make the disclaimer. I may say a few bad, dirty words like shit, damn, screw, fuck. Those words might slip out tonight, so if they do, go to your safe space and get like Kleenex tissue. Anyways, yeah, so, all right. There we go. All right. Okay, there we go. All right. Whoops. Yeah. Tune us in and turn us on and tune us in. So, anyways, yeah. All right. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, now that we got that, we got lots of bongo solos here tonight. Boom. All right. So, anyways, people, tonight we're in the middle of a long weekend. So, this Sunday. So, I hope you're enjoying it. I'll go through the meat and potatoes. We're gonna our craft beer for tonight. Actually, I'm gonna light this puppy up first. It's a Habana Cuban Monte Cristo cigar here. All right, good one. Okay, so anyways, like I said, our craft beer for tonight is called Thanks Ale Latte by River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. Before we get to that, we will have like our countdowns, our local events. We'll do we'll look at the movie Blow, starring Johnny Depp and the late Paul Reubens, plus a Paul Reubens tribute. Dukes of Hazzard Season 1, Part 1 of 7. Former pro wrestler Exotic Adrian Street. Our classic Bond villain Emile Locque from Your Eyes Only. Ovions from Battlestar Galactica. Our classic guitar duo Rich Robinson and Jeff Cease from the Black Crowes. Our cassette deck classic Black Crowes, Shake Your Moneymaker, and also my favorite, This Week in Van Halen History. So let's get going. So yeah, let's see here. All right, there we go. Got that going on. All right, so all right, this is a good cigar we've got going on right here. I changed my mind. It's a Monte Cristo Habana from the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. So it's going to take a while to smoke. All right. So anyways, let's get down to it right now. My craft beer for tonight and I'm trying it for the very first time. This is called Thanks Ale Latte. It is by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario. And before I do these craft beer reviews, I'm going to tell you, now, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. Now, with my craft beer reviews, I rate it out of 10. So here's my rating system. From 10 to 1, outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible, awful. So, yeah, so basically there's the happy face and the smiley face. And I do give it a rating, and like I said, when I give it a rating, what am I going to give it? A 1? Am I going to give it a 5? Am I going to give it a 2? Am I going to give it a 10? I don't know. You better, stay tuned. So I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around and, feel free to throw in a number anyone else. We're all about audience participation here. So we will do that. We will open up this can of beer. Like I said, I'm trying it for the very first time. I brought backup. I've got their glass, River Road Brewing and Hops. So there we go. Look at that pour. So before I try this, I'm going to read the can. Look at that. Oh, yeah. So, wow, fills up that glass really nicely. Oh, look at the head on that. So while we wait for this to go down, why don't we read the can here? So have your coffee and beer too. We start with fresh cold brew coffee from Shop Bike Coffee Roasters. Then add vanilla bean, coconut, lactose, sugar, and you get a beer that tastes like a delicious latte. So does that sound good to you? I don't know. We will find out. Ingredients: water, hops, barley, coconut, Shop Bike coffee, vanilla, lactose, and yeast. So, all right. So here we go. I'm going to try this for the very first time tonight. Now, when I do these craft beer reviews, I don't, go, well, I mean, it's very exquisite craft tasting beer. I don't do that. I go with my gut. So, anyways, here we go. Bear with me here. All right. So, all right. So, okay. All right. So, okay. 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 Does go down smoothly. But yeah, you can really taste the coffee in that. The little bit of the vanilla. You can taste the vanilla. You can taste the coconut. Maybe this is a good morning beer. I know. All right. Yeah. Boy, it's got like that full body rich taste to it. Holy shit. All right. So, set that back here. Yeah. So the beer for tonight is Thanks Ale Latte by River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield. They've got a donkey on there. It's a farm-based brewery. So, all right, I got to hold on here. I got to send something to the dudes there. All right, send in messenger. River Road Brewing and Hops. All right, River Road. Okay, Brewing and Hops. There we go. Send. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah. All right. So anyways, yeah, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 261. It is Sunday, August 6, 2023. All right. And with this craft beer for tonight, Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario. I've got a nice cigar. I am chasing it down with Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. Crown Royal Vanilla on the rocks. Oh yeah. So, and oh yeah, and I want to make you guys aware of something too. Now this is the growler. It can be yeah. So This is the Growler. It's your Ontario Craft Beer Guide. I have Volume 6, Issue 1. Okay. Alright. Well, we got that. Oh. And it tells you all about the craft breweries in Ontario. You can pick. I picked this one up at Bad Apple Brewing Company, right outside of Godrich. It gives you an updated information. You can pick this up anywhere at a liquor store or your local craft brewery. It gives you any up-to-date info. Ah, Kathy, there you go. Hey, where's the Grand Bend crew tonight? Oh yeah, by the way, feel free to share this blogcast with anybody. So, anyways, you can pick this up at any craft brewery in Ontario or any liquor store in Ontario, and it's got up-to-date information on all the breweries in Ontario. There we go. So, oh yeah, and I've also, man, when I was out and about at the candy shop, all right, I'll put this down. I picked up a couple of these beauties right here. Craft beer lollipops. This one's pale ale and the other's chocolate stout from the candy store in there. Have I oh, dispersed? What happened? Where's Steve? Where's my man Steve tonight? Fuck. All right. I know we got Susan and Jason. We got Larry out here. We got Kathy. We're missing my man Steve. So, anyways, yeah, I've got a good cigar for him here. It's it is a Monte Cristo Habana Cuban from the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right. I've also wanted to mention that Big Jims Blogcast Live has reached 500 followers and 580 likes, 500 likes, 580 followers. Thank you. Okay, well, Paul, I mean, we're oh my God. Okay, well, delete that. All right, confirm. All right, well, anyways, you know what? Whatever. There's going to be no negativity on here on the blogcast. So, anyways, if you want, spew your negativity someplace else. Thank you very much. All right. So, some people feel that way about him. Some people, fuck. So what? I mean, you can't please everyone all the time. So, all right. All right. So, bongo solo here. Boom. All right. So, anyways, for what we got on tap here tonight, we're going to do like a 10 gong to salute to Paul Reubens and Exotic Adrian Street, who both passed away recently at the end of the blogcast. We've reached 500 followers, 580 likes, and so anyways, yeah, I know. Thank you very much. We've got our craft beer for tonight. We've got accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so, all right. So, anyways, we are in the middle of a Canadian long weekend. All right. So, yeah. And our craft beer for tonight, it is called Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario. And I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. So, and I gotta say, this could easily be a morning beer, a mid-morning, 11 o'clock, brunch time beer, right off the hop, because it's a full beer. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it, I'll give it that. And I brought backup, too. So, all right. So, anyways, what we got on tap for tonight is we will do some birthday shout-outs, we'll do some countdowns, local events. We'll cube the Rubick 3 times tonight. We are going to talk about the movie Blow with Johnny Depp. Part 1 of 7. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you very much. part 1 of 7 of the Dukes of Hazzard because I picked this up the other day. The complete collection of the Dukes of Hazzard, all 7 seasons. All right, and we'll go over season 1. Okay. We're going to talk about the late pro wrestler, the exotic Adrian Street, our classic Bond villain, Henchman, Emile Locque from the Bond movie For Your Eyes Only, Ovions from Battlestar Galactica, our classic guitar duo, Rich Robinson and Jeff Cease from the Black Crowes, our cassette deck classic, Shake Your Moneymaker by the Black Crowes, and This Week in Van Halen History. But right now, I am going to, as I've done in the past, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cube the Rubick. I'm going to try and get a full blue side, 20 turns. All right. I picked it up. It's rest comfortably on the Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. So, anyways, all right, 20 turns. I'm going to try and get the blue side. And if I do not get the blue side, the full blue side, I'm going to do this all year long until my last blogcast in November, and I'm going to tear this thing apart live on air and put it all full blue colors, all sides. So here we go. Drum roll, bongo roll. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And did I get it? No. I ended up with with less colors than I'd have to do than before. So, all right. It's not all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 out of 9 can't be that bad, but I will do this about a couple of more times tonight, so bear with me. All right, and that goes back in the Big Jims Blogcast Live mug. All right. All right, just checking some notifications here. Yeah, so anyways, all right, so there we go. So, all right, yeah, bongo solo, boom. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 261. It is Sunday, August 6, 2023, and we're in the middle of a Canadian long weekend. For the rest of us watching from the world, this is like the August Civic long weekend in Canada. And so, I don't know if every other country has like a long weekend. I know the States, they celebrate their Memorial Day. And so, all right, so here we go. We're going to do some birthday shout-outs now. All right, boom. Okay. All right. From July 31st to August 6th, Tim Landry, Chad A.W., Tony Thorne, Eric Fredette, Alex Bamford, Tracy Maloche, Mike Pickett, Andy McCullough. All of you have happy birthday. Happy birthday from Big Jim Blogcast Live. If it was today, if it was this past week, happy birthday from BigJimsBlogcastLive.com. And I hope that you guys everyone has had a happy birthday. And you know what? It's your day. You celebrate it the way you want to. So, happy birthday from Big Jim Blogcast Live. Big Jim Blogcast Live. So, all right, we get going here. All right, good cigar. It is from, let's see, checking our notifications here. All right, so, thank you. Doing some toggling here. We're going to do some countdowns all right, so let's get ready for some countdowns now. Labor Day long weekend in Canada, 29 days away. The autumn, fall is 47 days away. Halloween is 86 days away. And Remembrance Day in Canada is 97 days away. All right, boom, there we go. Yeah, bongo solo. All right, so yeah. All right, so tonight's craft beer, we got that going. Before we hit local events, all right, so I'm gonna my craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla, on the rocks here. All right, so just doing that. All right, so with a good cigar, it is Thanks Ale Latte Ale. It's 4.5% alcohol volume. It is by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario. They're a farm-based brewery with a donkey on there. So, and they're right outside of Bayfield. If you ever get a chance, visit them. It's a great little brewery. Oh yeah, Wendy. Hi Wendy. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. So this is tonight's craft beer. I'm trying this for the very first time. It's a good mid-morning. It's a good in between 11 till 12, like good mid-morning beer. It's got a smooth taste. It goes down smoothly. You can taste the vanilla and the latte in it. And I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So it takes that long for me to feel out this beer. So, all right. Okay. So, yeah. And it's from River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield. And that's like an awesome little craft brewery out that way. Oh, I've got a good cigar. It is a Monte Cristo Habana. I didn't go with the other one tonight. Maybe next weekend. So yeah. So we can. All right. So I'm going to remind everybody that that this Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all these audio listening platforms you're listening to podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. And I want to give shouts out to everyone watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0, Sarnia Funhouse, all the Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal groups, all the Black Crowes groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Battlestar Galactica, all the pro wrestling blog groups, all the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, so anyways, cheers everyone. We're going to go over some local events now. All right, so all right. Before that, what am I going to give this beer? A 10, an 8, a 6, a 4. Tune in. Stay with us, and I know the suspense is killing everybody out there. So, all right, woo! I got a good buzz going from that cigar, and all right, so yeah. All right. Okay, so anyways, we're going to go over some local events here. Now, for the longest time, I don't mention politics or religion on here. I do not mention or bring any area of my personal life. I try not to, anyways, into this blogcast. We keep it light, we keep it fun, we keep it, peppy. Oh, I see somebody already threw out a number there. And maybe not. You have to stick with me throughout the blogcast, and maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. So anyways, let's go over some local events here. Now, for the longest time, COVID, as you very well know, for the past couple of years, and it's been over for mostly about a year. All right, so let's do that. We will. The buzzwords were hiatus, postponed, rescheduled, canceled. So, but they're local events are back. So, and if you're out there and you want to promote your local event, just send me your local event, and I will announce it on air for free. So here we go. Rumblefish, Rockin' the Duke New Orleans 2 cruise, Saturday, August 12th, 7 p.m. It boards at 6:30. Tickets are $30. Contact a band member of Rumblefish for tickets. Saturday night dances, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Sarnia Legion downstairs. There's a $7 cover charge. They play classic rock and country. It's at 286 Front Street North. Runs from like August into September. Shape the Shoreline, Saturday, August 12th in Centennial Park in Sarnia. There's prizes with over 50 vendors and small businesses. Saturday, September 23rd, 8 p.m. The Feelers at Ruster. That's a great little like music venue in Sarnia. Tickets, www.ticketscene.ca. All right, Saturday, August 12th, or Saturday, August 26th, 2023, is Mitten Village Block Party. It's the 5th annual block party. It's a good time. It's from 10 p.m. till 4 p.m. There's live music, there's vendors, and it's a good time. It's a family-friendly event, you know. The London Comic Con 2023, Saturday, September 16th and 17th at RBC Place, 300 York Street, London. Tickets, eventok.com. Lou Ferrigno and Jake the Snake Roberts are going to show up there. Float Down 2023, Saturday, August 20th, 11 a.m. by the Port Huron Moose Lodge, 158. They are at 3520 Military Street. It's an open event. So, yeah, right on. Rock on. Here we go. All right. So, okay. Yeah, all right. So, okay, let's see there. All right, just going over my, like, okay. So, yeah, just going over, like, the notifications here. All right. So, that is it for some local events. All right. Okay, so this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 261, Sunday, August 6, 2023. We got a bongo solo. All right, so, okay, that's being said, we've got a good cigar tonight. Monte Cristo Habana from the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. That's a Cuban cigar. Our craft beer tonight, accompanying it is like Crown Royal Vanilla. On the rocks here. Damn good. Alright, so it is called, alright, so I'm going to top this puppy up. It is called Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops. And I'm going to top up the glass because I did bring back up here. Pour it. There we go. Ooh, look at that. All right. So pour it all the way to the top. I am trying this for the very first time tonight. Goes down smoothly. You can really taste the, you can really taste like the vanilla and coconut in it. It's a good mid-morning beer. I'm going to start it off by naming it a good wintertime beer. So, all right. So I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. And if you're still here, you can like, as I see somebody has like already thrown out a number. Yeah, so feel free to like throw out numbers. You may be right, you may be wrong. It might. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's a good fishing beer. All right. Okay. Bongo solo here. Boom. All right. So, anyways, there we go. All right. So we're just doing a bit of toggling here. Let's see. Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 261, Sunday, August 6, 2023. As we get to our movie now, let's see. All right. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, as we get to our movie, Blow, and I've got it, the DVD right here. it. I got it on Netflix too. So, all right. So this is the movie. All right. Released April 6, 2001. Its budget was 53 million. Yeah, I see you popped up. Box office made a cool box office of like 83 million. So, anyways, all right. So, yeah. So there we go. All right. So, anyways, the cast was Johnny Depp as Boston George Young, Penelope Cruz as Martha Young, Frankie Potente as Barbara, Paul Reubens as Derek For Real, Richard Bank, Jordi Molla as Diego Delgado, Cliff Curtis as Pablo Escobar, Ray Liotta as Fred Jung, Rachel Griffiths as Irma Jung. Now the plot premise of this George Young is based on a true story. And so, all right. So yeah, glad to see you SSB. All right, whoever they are out there tonight. Now George Young is from Westmount, Massachusetts. He becomes an adult. As he becomes an adult, he moves to Los Angeles. All right, just doing a bit of toggling here. You know what? I'm gonna there we go. All right, so comment removed. There we go. So, anyways, he moves to his L.A. with his friend Tuna, through his girlfriend, who's like airline stewardess. She meets marijuana dealer Derek For Real. Now, Derek, George, and Tuna start selling marijuana in Boston through L.A. The demand for this weed is very high. As they travel to Mexico, they buy it directly from the farmer. 2 years later, George is caught in Chicago airport smuggling 660 pounds of weed. Sentenced to 2 years, he skips bail, and Barbara dies from cancer. His girlfriend Barbara dies from cancer. George is arrested again and sentenced to 26 months in Danbury Federal Prison. His cellmate Diego, he is a drug smuggler, convinces him to smuggle cocaine. When George is released from prison, he visits his parents. He heads to Cartagena, Colombia, to meet Diego to establish the smuggling operation. The operation grows. Diego gets arrested. George has to sell coke on his own with Pablo Escobar, and he becomes the cartel's top U.S. importer. Diego betrays George, cutting him off of the drug connection. Diego cuts all ties with the cartel. George cuts all ties with the cartel after his daughter is born as a coke-related heart attack. So George stays away from drug smuggling for 5 years. On his 38th birthday, all of his former associates there, and the party gets raided by the FBI and DEA. They arrest George. He goes on the run again. The Panamanian government seizes his bank account. George gets caught with a vial of coke by the police in his car trunk and is sent to jail for 3 years. After release, he does put together one last deal. So, all right. But the deal was set up by the FBI and DEA. George this time is sentenced to Otisville Correction Facility for 60 years. He was eligible for parole in 2015. Now the real George Young, here's a few stills from there's Johnny Depp as George Young and Ray Liotta as his dad, and here's the real George Young, who passed away in 2015 with Johnny Depp. And so, all right. So, okay. So, yeah. Now, all right. So, anyways, he was released in 2014, but he was arrested for parole violation in December 6, 2016. He made a paid promotional appearance, but he didn't report it to his parole officer. No, he didn't pass away. He passed away sometime in the last couple of years. All right. So he was sentenced to a halfway house and released July 3rd, 2017. He still has a rocky relationship with his daughter, Christina Sunshine Jung. He was a star football player in high school. Now, I posted several, the clips of Blow on my Facebook page, my Blogcast page. Now, yeah. So, you've got, like, deleted scenes on here. You've got interviews with, like, Ted Demme, director commentary, character outtakes. Good movie. It was based on the real Pablo Escobar Medellin cartel. So, yeah. All right, there we go. Just doing some toggling. All right, so there's our movie for tonight, Blow. Now, all right, so anyways, and oh yeah, Paul Reubens as Derek for real in the movie Blow. So, all right, so yeah, so basically, like, all right, so, okay, so yeah, all right, so I'd highly recommend Blow. It's like a good biopic of George Young, and yeah. So, anyways, all right. Well, oh yeah. So I did post several scenes of it and interviews with the cast on my Blogcast page, my Facebook page. Look for it, like it. There we go. Boom. All right, bongo solo there. All right. So, anyways. Okay. Excuse me. Just relighting my cigar here. It's a Habano, Monte Cristo Habana. From the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. My craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so on the rocks. Okay, very good. May 9th, 2021. Is that when George Young died? May 9th, 2021. If it is, thanks, Wendy, for that info. Thank you very much. All right. Let's see here. All right. So yeah. All right. So anyways. Okay. And so yeah. Our craft beer for tonight. It is called Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I gotta say, good mid-morning beer, good wintertime beer. I'll expand on this more throughout the blogcast, but you can really taste, like, there's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. Goes down smoothly. You can really taste, like, the vanilla and coconut in it. Very good. And if you want to, you can throw it a number like I see some people have done already. It may or may not be the right one. So, but yeah, River Road Brewing and Hops. Have your beer and coffee too. That's good. So, all right, okay. As we move on, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 261, Sunday, August 6, 2023. Damn. Gotta relight this. All right. All right. So, anyways. Okay, good cigar here. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Coconut and vanilla. Do you take recommendation? Well, I could, yeah. Wendy, I could. All right. So, yeah. Yes, I could. So, anyways, as we move on, All right. So as we move on, all right. So, anyways, yeehaw! Down at the down. Where were you when you saw this flying through the air? When you saw this, like, movie fly through the air, or this car fly through the air. All right. So, oh yeah, this is from. We have the Dukes of Hazzard, season 1. All right. So I have. All right. So I picked up the Dukes of Hazzard box set, all 6 seasons. All right. So, all 7 seasons. Look at that box set at Walmart. And I thought, well, this is a part 1 of 7 series on the Dukes of Hazzard. Da da da, yeehaw! All right. So yeah. Now Dukes of Hazzard. All right. So any toggling here. All right. So, oh yeah, I know you did. All right. Yeehaw! All right, there we go. The General Lee. Fuck. Okay. So, Dukes of Hazzard season 1. All right, there we go. All right, with Bo and Luke Duke. All right, debuted January 26, 1979 to May 11th, 1979. And a pop shop pop. Yep, I did the same thing, Wendy. All right, so yeah, the main cast. Well, here's the cast. The main cast was like it aired for 13 episodes from January 26, July 1979 to May 11th, 1979. The cast was John Schneider as Bo Duke. All right, so Tom Wopat as Luke Duke. Catherine Bach as Daisy Duke. Denver Pyle as Jesse Duke. James Best as Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane. Sorrel Book as Boss Hogg. Sonny Schroyer as Deputy Enos Strait. Waylon Jennings as the Balladeer. We would have Rick Hurst as Cletus show up later on in the season, and Ben Jones as Cooter, the mechanic, show up later in the season. Now the premise, everybody knows the premise of the Dukes of Hazzard. I watched it on a TV like this, 1979. I'll elaborate more on that. But Bo and Luke Duke they're cousins. They live in Hazard, Georgia. They're on probation for moonshine running. They live with their uncle Jesse and cousin Daisy out on Jesse's farm. Down. Just a good old boys. But yeah, they are constantly in conflict with like Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane and Boss Hogg. Now it aired for 13 episodes. Everybody knows the episodes. All right, so I'm gonna open this up here. All the 13 episodes. Here we go. The complete first season of the Dukes. We have. All right, so there we go. There's John, Tom, and Catherine on there. We've got bonus materials on here. We've got all the episodes. High Octane, Repo Man, Luke's Love Story, Deputy Dukes, One Armed Bandits, Route 711, Limo 1 is Missing. All right. So, yeah, the guest stars for in season 1, Dennis Hoskins. Dennis Hoskins, you may remember him as will go on to star later as Mr. Belding in Saved by the Bell. Peggy Rhea as Boss Hogg's wife. Catherine Watkins, Gary Grubbs. Stella Parton, the sister of Dolly Parton. Rick Hurst, Joanne Flugg, Artie Johnson. The last episode, the rig is rigged. Bo and Luke become drivers of an 18-wheeler, not knowing that the trailer is a rolling gambling casino, and the games aren't on the level. Uh-oh. All right. So, yeah, and I'm going to tell you guys a story right now. Now, back in 1979, all right, so, all right, yeehaw, da-na-na-now, yeehaw, flying through the air. You know what? I'm going to tell you, it was me and my brother. I was 9 years old in 1979. I was out at my grandparents' place in, Wyoming, Ontario, Canada, where they had a TV like this one downstairs. Look closely because this was back when it was only 3 networks and you had to get up and change the channel. They had only 3 networks, ABC, NBC, and CBS. And so, all right. So anyways, they had like I was just screwing around with my brother. We were like looking for a show to watch, and all of a sudden I see this. Yeehaw! Fucking a Dodge Charger just like fly out of nowhere. Then you've got the cast. You've got, of course, like it's called the Dukes of Hazzard, the theme song, car chases. What more could a 9-year-old kid ask for? I mean, fuck. But the admiration for Catherine Bach would come a couple of years later. But anyways, I said to my brother, fuck, we've got to watch this show. So I tracked it down Friday nights. You know what? It was like nothing mattered to me Friday nights except I want to watch the Dukes of Hazzard. So, all right. So from that point on, I became a fan. But more on that later on. Yeah. Yeehaw! Down. All right. So now CBS, this was like kind of a mid-season replacement. So, all right. Just relighting the cigar here. Now, the Dukes of Hazzard was a mid-season replacement for The Incredible Hulk, which was on CBS. Now, anyway, the ratings, they put the Dukes of Hazzard in the all right, there's the schedule for the Friday nights, 1978-79 TV season. Fridays, they put it in like the 9 o'clock till 10 p.m. Time slot. Fridays were the Dukes of Hazzard. It had the competition of the Rockford Files and the ABC Friday Night Movie. With the Rockford Files, I think, like the Rockford Files being in its last season. All right. And ABC, like I said, had the ABC Friday Night Movie. But what kid wants to watch that? So when you can see like, yeehaw, like that, fly through the air. So, all right. And I did post several clips of like, the Dukes of Hazzard Season 1 on my blogcast page and my Facebook page, so look for it. There we go. All right. Yeehaw! All right. What kid wouldn't want that? Like, I mean, flying car. And you know what? The things I've learned watching Dukes of Hazzard. Whoops. All right. So, anyways, all right. I toggle that. Yeah. So, anyways, all right. So, yeah. Yeehaw! So, anyways, what kid would not want to see that on a Friday night? So, anyways, yeah. All right. And there's the complete cast for Season 1 of the Dukes of Hazzard. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, down. All right. So, yeah, we got that. All right. So, yeah. All right. Dukes of Hazzard Season 1. Remember, this is a part 1 of 7. We go over the season by season. Next blogcast will be Season 2. So, all right. Okay. So, yeah. All right. And so, okay. Down. And I did post several interviews, clips from Season 1 of the Dukes on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. Oh. All right. Excuse me. So, bongo solo there. Boom. All right. So, yeah. Now, yeah, Dukes of Hazzard. It ended Season 1 ranking in the top 20 with 21 million viewers. So not bad for like a season debut. So yeah, if you're looking back now, Dukes of Hazzard was what it was. So we'll go on elaborate that more on like over the course of of future blogcasts. So it's a part 1 of 7 of the Dukes of Hazzard. We went over season 1. So yeah, down at the down, yeehaw. So anyways, I gotta keep this car. Okay, yeah. So, all right. Where is that picture? Okay. So, all right. Do. All righty. So yeah. All right. Yeehaw! All right. So, the General Lee. All right. So yeah, as we head to our oh, sorry, I got big excited about the Dukes. So, all right. So anyways, our craft beer for tonight. We've got a good cigar with it. All right. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by it's a Monte Cristo Habana cigar by the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. And we got Crown Royal Vanilla. Straight up. All right. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario. I'm going to top it up. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. So, yeah, it's a good wintertime beer. I'm going to expand more on that in the blogcast. You can taste the vanilla and coconut in it. It's a good mid-morning beer. Good mid-morning afternoon beer. And I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So as I see people have thrown out some numbers, you may be right, you may be wrong. Yeah, really good beer. So River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. All right. So, yeah. Like I said, River Road Brewing and Hops is a good they're like a out of the way brewery, but it's well worth the visit too. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So yeah. Dukes of Hazzard season 1. Pick it up. Actually, if it's not that bad of a price for the box set. So, all right. As we move on now. Let's see here. Okay. So, now we have a pro wrestling legend that passed away just this last week. He is called Exotic Adrian Street. Yeah, they do. Donkeys and Steers, yeah. He was born December 5th, 1940 in Bryony, Wales, England. He was trained by Chick Osmond and Mike Dimitri. His build height was 5'7", build weight 235 pounds. He debuted August 8th, 1957. His early inspirations for his early idols were wrestlers Lou Thez and Buddy Rogers. Now, he trained all over the... He went all over the... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. All right. So, he trained... he traveled all over the world, wrestling in Germany, Canada, Mexico, Japan, the UK. 1969, he meets his future wife, Miss Linda, who would also become his valet and manager. He's never competed in the WWE, but he has competed in the NWA, the AWA, Major feuds were with Austin Idol, Robert Fuller, Tom Pritchard, Rip Rogers, Terry Garvin, Masahiro Chono, and a very young Randy Macho Man Savage. There he is right there with his brother Lanny Poffo. Oh yeah. So his championships, he was a 2-time middleweight championship for All-Star Wrestling, 1-time NWA Florida Heavyweight Champion, 1-time NWA Hollywood Wrestling Champion, 2-time NWA Hollywood Tag Team Champion, 1-time Mid-South Wrestling Television Champion. All right, so there we go. Southwestern Championship Wrestling, NWA Southeastern Heavyweight Championship 6 times. Doing some toggling here. Now, he retires in July of 2014. He actually creates Mick Foley's Dude Love ring costume in his his feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's his only WWE connection. He estimated he wrestled nearly 15,000 matches over his career. Now, he passes away, unfortunately, July 24, 2023, at the age of 82 from cancer. So you can see his Dustin Rhodes mentions him as an influence, influenced countless pro wrestlers to this day. So, and I posted several of his matches, his promos on my Blogcast page. Here we are, Mr. Exotic Adrian Street. So there we are. All right, boom. Okay, and I will have a 10 gong salute to both him and Exotic Adrian Street and Paul Reubens at the end of the Blogcast. So, all right, boom. That is bongo solo right there for everybody that wanted it. All right, so, okay. All right, and before we get to that, before we get to our classic Bond henchman, so I'm going to cube the Rubick one more time, or maybe this is twice out of 3 times tonight. I'm going to give it 20 turns. I'm going to try and get the all blue side first of all 9 squares blue side, 20 turns. And if I don't, I'm going to if I don't, I'm doing this all year long. And in my last Blogcast, if I don't get the blue side or any other full color side, I'm going to tear it apart live on air and reassemble it to its full there we go. So, anyways, drum roll. All right, 20 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. There we go. I didn't get the full blue side, so all right, I'll put it back, and it's like Big Jims Blogcast live coffee mug right there. So, and if I don't get the full blue side or any other side, like I said, I'm going to do it one more time tonight. I will take it apart live on air in November when I have my last Blogcast for the year, and I will restore it to all its original colors, and you can quote me on that. Right on. So, all right. All right. Just relighting this cigar here. Now, before we get to our classic Bond villain, I'm going to remind everybody that this Blogcast isn't spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listing platforms which your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to everyone watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Chain Reaction, great band right there. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Black Crowes groups, craft beer, cigars. Battlestar Galactica, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies. Birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, Dukes of Hazzard groups. All the Bond groups, James Bond groups. Right on. So, anyways, let's see here. 102 shares. All right, so I'm just going to check my notifications here. Okay. So, All right, and I want to mention that you know we've reached like 500 followers, 580 likes, or that somewhat. That I want to thank everyone for liking Big Jims Blogcast Live, as we are not spam. So feel free to share this blogcast all over Facebook. Boom. Bongo solo there. So we're in the middle of a Canadian long weekend. It is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 261, Sunday, August 6, 2023. All right. So, yeah, good cigar there. The craft beer for tonight is accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Straight up. Good, good. I think I've got a good combination tonight. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Thanks Ale Latte. I'm going to top it up. It is by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. And I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. And I got to say, it's a good beer. It goes down smoothly, no unpleasant aftertaste to it. It's a good mid-morning, between 11 and noon, take it, drink it. Good wintertime beer, good spring beer. I'll elaborate more on that. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number, as I've seen some people do. And so, yeah. Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. They're a great little craft brewery. Their farm, actually, it's a huge farm, and they have a donkey and steer on. They have donkeys and steers on it too. So it's a little out of the way, but if you are traveling on Highway 21, make an effort to visit River Road Brewing and Hops. So, oh yeah, all right, good beer. All right, so we put that away. All right, so as we get to our classic Bond villain. All right. All right, good cigar here. It's a Monte Cristo Habana. It's it's from the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right, so I'm just checking my notifications here. All right, so yeah, what do we got here? So, all right, well, thank you, Wendy. Thank you for sharing this video. All right, I just noticed that. All right. Okay, so, all right. Well, as we get to our classic Bond, all right, so, okay, from 007, our classic Bond henchman is Emile Locque from the movie For Your Eyes Only. For his first and last appearance. Oh yeah, so we have the essential Bond book here. So this is where I get it. All of that. So yeah, Bond girls, Bond henchmen. We cover from Connery to Pierce Brosnan, right up to Pierce Brosnan with Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, George Lazenby, right on. So there we go. And that comes from, all right, so here we are. Okay, so yeah, all right. It is classic 007, Essential Bond. All right, just doing some toggling here. All right, so, okay, so we'll put that back right there. Okay. Okay, so Emile, his first and last appearance was in 1981's For Your Eyes Only. Right on, thank you, Wendy. Locque, Aristotle, he's a henchman hitman for main Bond villain Eris Christassos, played by Michael Goddard. Many of you, would you know him? Here he is with James Bond. Many would Remember him as General Veers in the Star Wars movie Empire Strikes Back, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. So, all right. So here we go with like our classic Bond villain. Now he was played by Michael Gothard. Locque rips off like a suitcase of money, Eris Christosos after another from Eris after another assassin working for Christosos is killed by James Bond. Christosos meets Bond and he tries to locate Locque, but they are both being watched by Locque. They don't know it. After a numerous attempt by Locque and other hitmen to kill James Bond, Bond and Locque meet at an abandoned warehouse. Locque runs off. Bond chases Locque through the curvy streets. Locque gets cut off by Bond, losing control of his car. And there's how he dies. His car is dangling off a cliff. Locque can't move as this would cause the car to crash off the cliff. So, all right. There we go. Just doing a bit of toggling here. All right. So, yeah. So, yeah. Bond. Locque can't move the car as any movement would cause it to crash off the cliff. So there we go. There's James Bond, played by Roger Moore. Bond approaches the car. He tosses the suitcase in the car, adding more weight to the car over the edge. Locque tries to go for like the passenger door. Bond kicks the car off the cliff, sending Locque to his death. Quote, "He had no head for heights." So there we go. There's our classic Bond henchman, Emile Leopold Locque. Feared assassin, henchman assassin of Eris Christosos. So there's our Bond villain for tonight. And I posted several clips of Locque on my blogcast page and my Facebook page, so look for it. There we are. So again, toggle, there we are. All right. So yeah. Okay. So where was this? Okay. And I gotta say that comes from the Roger Moore collection, For Your Eyes Only. So we got the Moore. Yep. All right. So okay. All right. So yeah. And I posted, like I said, I posted several clips from on my blogcast page and my Facebook page of Emile Locque, several clips from that movie of that dastardly assassin / henchman for Eris Christosos. All right. Boom. Bongo solo here. All right. Before we get going, before we go into the... all right. I just want to mention that Big Jim Blogcast Live isn't spam. We are not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. We listen to podcasts too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Want to give shout out for you watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, great band there. Glenn and the guys really rock it up. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Black Crowes groups. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, craft beer, cigars, Battlestar Galactica, sci-fi, pro wrestling, Blogspot, all the blog groups, all the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, Dukes of Hazzard, and all the Black Crowes groups. So right on. We are here. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 261, Sunday, August 6, 2023. We're making our way through a Canadian long weekend. So right on. The craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a good cigar. We've got like a Monte Cristo Habana. Mm. Mm. All right. The craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. So, okay. Doing a bit of toggling right there. All right. So, yeah. All right. The craft beer for tonight, it is called Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So I see several people have thrown out some numbers. You know, it may or may not match up with mine, but hey, we're all about our audience participation here at the blogcast. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. And so far, so good. It's a good mid-morning beer, mid-morning, early afternoon beer. Good wintertime and spring beer. You can taste like the, it's got vanilla and coconut in it. And it's a good blend, good mixed blend, no unpleasant aftertaste to it. So, and if you're ever along Highway 21 in Bayfield, make sure and visit River Road Brewing and Hops. Great, it's a farm brewery. They've got like animals on there, like donkeys and steers. So, yeah. Oh, man. Fuck. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Good beer there. Boom. Bongo solo there. Well, it may or may not be, Susan. Just have to stick around and see. I don't know. You know what? What am I going to give it? A 4? A 3? A 1? A 5? You may never know. So, all right, just stick around and see what happens. See where we go from there. All right. All right. So, we get to our classic sci-fi alien. All right. From Battlestar Galactica, the first season. The original Battlestar Galactica, the first and only season of it. We have, all right, we have the Ovions. Now, not much, these guys right here. So, and like I said, it's from the Battlestar Galactica, and here's the cast of it. Now, the Ovions appeared in the original Battlestar Galactica 1978 in Part 2 of Saga of a Star World. Now, they are a race of insectoid creatures with 4 arms. They were conquered and enslaved by the Cylon Empire. Now, Ovions settled on the planet Carolon for Tylium to mine to help the Cylons in their war effort against the humans. Now, Ovions built a tourist outpost which would lure Galacticans to Carolon to kill and consume humans. Now, the Ovions plot was discovered after killing only a few of their guests in combat. In combat between the Colonial Warriors and the Cylons, the Ovions fuel storage. All right. The Ovions fuel storage was ignited, destroying their mine and settlement. And that's the only info I can give you on the Ovions. I posted more of their backstory on my Facebook page and my blogcast page. And so, all right. Whoever remembers that, like these guys were like creepy insectoids. So, all right. So, anyways, that's the our classic sci-fi alien for tonight, the Ovions. All right. So, all right. So, oh man, this beer is going right through me. So I'm going to tell you guys now. I may make a quick trip to the bathroom. You know, I've got a week. Well, I don't know. You know, whatever it is, liver, spleen. You know, fuck. Anyways, boom. All right, just doing some toggling here. All right. We will get to our classic guitar duo. Anyways, yeah. All right. So, okay, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 261, Sunday, August 6, 2023. Got a good cigar going on here. Okay, you know what? I got to go for a bathroom break. I'll be 2 seconds here. All right. All right, well, if you hear me in the distance, I'm back. There we go. Oh my God, I'm right here. Never went anywhere. Boom. Okay. So, that's settled right now. All right, so yeah. It's also a good beer. Like, that beer is good, but it does, like, it will make you, like, make many bathroom trips. So, let's see what we got here. Like, all right, so, all right. Okay. There we go. Thank you for watching Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 261. Like I said, in the middle of a Canadian long weekend. Yeah, most people have tomorrow off. Most people have to work. I'm sorry, but I can't help that. Got a good cigar here. Monte Cristo Habana from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right, so yeah. Good beer. It's accompanied by like Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so the beer for tonight, it is called Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. Like I said, I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. Well, we're having fun here, aren't we? Okay. So, yeah, trying it for the very first time tonight. Look how thick that is. This is a good mid-morning beer. Mid-morning, early afternoon beer. It's a good wintertime spring beer. Good fall beer. Fall, wintertime, spring. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. It's got, like... oh, yeah, you can taste the coconut, the vanilla in it. Yeah. And so, like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. And I see some people have thrown out some numbers already. You know what? If you're... that's good. We're all about audience participation here at the blogcast. So, your number may not match up with mine, but... And I did bring backup, too. One more. All right. So... okay. Yeah. All right. So we're having fun here. Okay. Just doing some bit of toggling here. All right. So we get to our classic rock guitar duo. Our classic rock guitar duo. They are Rich Robinson and Jeff Cease of the Black Crowes. Now, the Black Crowes were formed in 1984 in Marietta, Georgia by Chris Robinson and Rich Robinson, with Steve Gorman on drums and Johnny Colt on bass and Jeff Cease on rhythm guitar. Now, Shake Your Moneymaker, like I said, we'll get to that in a moment. There we are. So... There's like Jeff Cease and Rich Robinson. All right. So, now Shake Your Moneymaker, released February 13th, 1990. Best songs on the album: Twice as Hard, Jealous Again, Seeing Things. Otis Redding cover, Hard to Handle. Struttin' Blues, Stare at Cold. Now, Rich Robinson's equipment, and he plays a 1962 Gibson, 1963 Gibson ES335. Fender Esquire, Fender Vintage, S2 Telecaster, British Streamline Acoustic 1976 Guild F12. His amps and pedals, he's a Vox, his amplifier, a Vox AC30HH amplifier, pedals, electric hammer, or electric Harmonix, Big Muff, Full Tone Clyde, Univibe stereo chorus, MXR distortion pedal. They have that open G tuning. So open G Ernie Ball pedal, MXR distortion. Jeff Cease. I saw these guys at Bayfest once. I'll go over that later. That was like an experience in itself. Jeff Cease, guitars, Fender Esquire, 1979 Telecaster Gibson, Firebird, his amps, a Marshall Silver Jubilee amp, pedals, MXR distortion. Now, this lineup wouldn't last long. Jeff Cease was fired from the band in 1991, and guitarist Mark Ford joined the band. So, and I did post Rich Robinson and Jeff Cease's guitar rigs on my blogcast page, my Facebook page. So there's more info on that. So yeah, all right. So okay, boom. All right, bongo solo there. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, coming to you from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Version 5.0, episode 261, Sunday, August 6, 2023. Right on. So, okay, we'll move this around. Okay, so we'll get to our cassette deck classic in a minute. All right, good cigar there. All right, our cassette deck classic. There we are. It's called Black Crowes Shake Your Moneymaker. All right, so put it back in there. All right, and how many of you guys, how many out there know what this is? Oh yeah, your ghetto blaster. Boom. All right, this used to be really popular. All right, so okay, so that's our cassette deck classic. All right. Okay, we set that down right there. It is, all right. And here they are. All right. And there's the Black Crowes, the 1990 version. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Released February 13th, 1990 on Deaf American Records. Produced by George DeJulius. Recorded at Soundscape Studios in Atlanta and the Paramount in Los Angeles. The band at the time was Chris Robinson, lead singer, Rich Robinson on guitar, Steve Gorman on drums, Jeff Cease on rhythm guitar, Johnny Colt on bass. There's a close-up of the Black Crowes. All right, so, all right, there's your cassette deck classic. Songs, Twice as Hard, Jealous Again. All right, do that, we'll do that. Sister Love. All right. Sister Locque could have been so blind, seeing things hard to handle, thick and thin. She talks to angels, strutting blues. And I picked this up at Goodwill for $1. You never, I know, eh? Fuck. Anyways, yeah, seeing things hard to handle. It was an Otis Redding cover. Now, Shake Your Moneymaker would wind up peaking at the U.S. Billboard album chart at number 4, going on to sell over 5 million copies. On the strength of his singles, Jealous Again, Hard to Handle, Twice as Hard, She Talks to Angels, and Seeing Things. All of those songs were top 30 singles. Now, the inspiration, the Black Crowes cite ZZ Top, Aerosmith, the Rolling Stones and Aerosmith as their main inspirations. So, now they went on tour that year with ZZ Top, but unfortunately they got fired because Chris Robinson couldn't keep his mouth shut about sponsorships and shit like that. He's always been that outspoken dude. All right, so they originally named Mr. Crow's Garden, but Rick Rubin of Deaf American made them change their name to Black Crowes because it sounded so better. So here we are. Here's our cassette deck classic. All right, there we go. This is an actual cassette tape. So there we go. All right. Yeah, I know, eh? Fuck. All right, we're all about the retro here at Big Jims Blogcast Live. So the cover art was by Michael Levine and Ruth. Okay, well let's open this up a little bit. Now this is when you purchase a cassette like this was the only like info you had on it. Um, all right, so do a bit of toggling right there. The empty ones, there's like the Black Crowes art there, right there. Ruth Lightman and Michael Lane, design and art, Alan Forbes. They want to thank additional musicians on here with a legendary keyboardist and pianist Chuck Leewell, who's worked with the Rolling Stones. So this is our cassette deck classic, the Black Crowes Shake Your Moneymaker. All right. There's the close-up of the Black Crowes. There's the band they toured with, one of their inspirations, ZZ Top. There's the Rolling Stones, also one of their inspirations. Okay, so, and yeah, Black Crowes Shake Your Moneymaker would go on to like sell over 5 million copies, making them superstars. They toured with Aerosmith. All right, so yeah, okay. Jealous again. All right, so yeah, and their songs. I've learned their songs on guitar like twice as hard because it's easy because they have the Chris and like Rich Robinson has the open G tuning. He learned it from like they went on tour with Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, who they love the band. All right, so yeah, all right, so that's our cassette deck classic, Black Crowes Shake Your Money Maker. All right, so okay, so yeah, all right, so just doing a bit of toggling here. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 261, Sunday, August 6, 2023. Some of us are in the middle of a Canadian long weekend, some of us aren't. Hey, I was unexpectedly called into work. I had to work yesterday, not by choice. So, all right. So, before we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast, I just want to say that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on these on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms are your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0. And all the Chain Reaction, great band there. Ever get a chance to see them, go see them. They rock it up. Pop culture groups, the retro classic nostalgia pop culture groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Black Crowes groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Battlestar Galactica, pro wrestling, all the blog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, so yeah, rock on. All right, boom. I got the craft beer for tonight, accompanied by like a good cigar. It is a Monte Cristo Habana. All right, and yeah, so craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. On the rocks here. So, all right. Craft beer for tonight. It is called Thanks Ale Latte, and I'm going to top it up. So, and it's by the River Road Brewing and Hops right here in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. So, oh yeah, look at that. All right, just pouring that up, topping that up right there. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Gotta say, damn, it's a good beer. It's a good fall, winter, springtime beer. I don't know about summer, but wow, you can really taste the coconut or all right, so All right. Mm. You can really taste like the coconut and the vanilla in it, and it does go down smoothly. No unpleasant aftertaste. It's a good mid-morning, early afternoon beer. This could double as a coffee in the morning. But when I promote alcoholism, I promote responsible alcoholism. Mm. Mm. And, when I do these craft beer reviews, I don't well, this is a very exquisite tasting highbrow. You know what? I don't do that. I just go with my gut. And my gut says it's a really good beer. And I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, sticking around, feel free to throw out a number, as I see so many people have done. So, yeah. Thanks, Ale Latte. All right. All right. So, yeah. They are by this is by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada, which is a good beer brewery. If you're along Highway 21, make a point to visit them, because they're a farm brewery. They've got like a donkey on there. They've got like so much shit there. Yeah, go visit them. All right. So, have your beer and coffee too. So, all right. Boom. Okay. All right. So, all right, bongo solo here. Boom. All right. So we're just doing a bit of toggling here. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So, anyways, now we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast. This week in Van Halen history. All right, from July 31st to August 6th, here we go. July 31st, 2004, David Lee Roth attends a Super Saturday 7 party benefiting the Ovarian Cancer Research Fund at the Nova 5 Art Project in Watermill, New York. August 1st, 1985, David Lee Roth attends the premiere of the film Pee-wee's Big Adventure at Graham's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. August 1st, 1991, David Lee Roth plays the Target Center in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. August 2nd, 1981, Van Halen plays the Coliseum in Richfield, Ohio. August 2nd, 2014, Sammy Hagar plays the Grand Theater in Massachusetts, Connecticut. August 3rd, 1978. Van Halen plays the Municipal Auditorium in Lubbock, Texas. August 3rd, 2016, David Lee Roth releases the Kayak episode of The Ross Show. August 4th, 1995, Van Halen plays the Nissan Pavilion in Stone Ridge, Virginia. August 4th, 2006, Sammy Hagar plays the Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View, California. August 5th, 2006, Edward Van Halen is interviewed about going on tour by paparazzi outside of Bezos' restaurant in Hollywood, California. August 5th, 2015, Van Halen plays the Western Fair Grandstand in London, Ontario, Canada. August 6th, 1986, Van Halen plays the Spectrum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. August 8th, 2002, the David Lee Roth Sammy Hagar tour stops at the Alton Pavilion in Raleigh, North Carolina. And that is all for this week in Van Halen history. All right, boom. Now, okay, so I'm going to rate the beer shortly, but, all right, so just doing a bit of toggling here. All right. But before I rate the beer, I am going to cube the Rubick one last time tonight. Now, this is the third and final time tonight. I'm going to try and attempt to get all blue sides 20 turns. If I don't, all right, so here we go. If I don't get it, it's going to, like, all right. All right, so anyways, we've turned into dark mode. All right, 26 or 20 turns tonight. I'm going to try and get a full blue side. If I don't, I'm going to do this all year long into my last blogcast in November, and I will tear it apart and live on air and restore it to all its blue side, all colors, all sides. So here we go. Drum roll, bongo roll. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And did I get it? No. So this is the third and final time tonight. I will get it. All right. So okay. So all right. So I like that. Okay. So yeah. I will. If I don't get it all year long, my last blogcast in November, I will tear it apart live on air and restore it to all of its sides. So it goes back in the big Jims Blogcast live coffee mug here. So yeah, boom, bongo solo. All right, so there we go. All right, so anyways, okay, yeah. So I got a good cigar here. All right. So yeah, I'm okay. Okay. So, anyways, I'm about to rate this beer. So, now River Road. Okay. So I've got a good cigar. It's it is a Monte Cristo Havana by the Riverfront Cigars store here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right, just doing a bit of that. It's accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. So, anyways, my final thoughts on this beer before I rate it. I'm going to top it up. All right. So let's see there. All right. So, anyways, it is called Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. Good final thoughts on this. Good spring, good wintertime, good fall beer, good mid-morning to early afternoon beer. It goes down smoothly. There's no unpleasant aftertaste. You can taste the coconut or the coconut. You can taste the vanilla in it. It's good for hanging out with friends and all that. So, what am I going to give it? All right. So, all right. Here we go. All right. I gave it a 9 out of 10. All right. 9 out of fucking 10. All right. Where is that? Okay. So, all right. 9 out of 10 for Cafe Latte. Or no. Thanks Ale Latte. So it's damn good beer. Damn good beer. Good wintertime. Good spring. Good fall beer. Yeah. So, and it could be a good fishing beer too. So yeah, good fishing beer. So right on. So all right. So 9 out of 10 on Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops Brewery in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. I'm going to top it up. All right, so, oh yeah, really good beer. Okay, so set that aside. All right, bongo solo, boom. All right, so I'm going to give you guys an inspirational, motivational quote right now. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. And that's by Winston Churchill. Success, again, I'll repeat it. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. And as promised, and that's by Winston Churchill. So, all right. So now, all right. So what do we do here? All right. Okay. So we're not done yet. Okay. So yeah. All right. So yeah. All right. So anyways, now as promised, I would give like exotic Adrian Street and Paul Reubens a 10 gong salute. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest in peace, guys. So wherever you are right now. So right on. So now I've been getting like requests from people asking me about my t-shirts. So, and I know, so if you want a t-shirt like this one, or a, or a plain white one with the logo on it, or a classic, or a classic Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right, there's the t-shirts. There's like the classic one from 2019. Now, if you want these t-shirts, all right, okay, so, all right, just doing a bit of toggling here. All right, so if you want a t-shirt like mine, like this, we'll put it back right over here. All right, so if you want a t-shirt like mine, it is $35. There's shipping and handling included. They take 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Message me in my blogcast or my blogcast page or my regular Facebook page, and we do e-money, we do e-transfers, money orders, and I will do my best to get that out to you. As several people have like, and send me a picture too of how it looks. So yeah, all right. So. All right, yeah. Send me a picture of how it looks because I've sent a few T-shirts out, and yeah. So you'd like, yeah, because to a few happy people. So I know that. All right. So, anyways, there we are. Just checking out my notifications here. All right. So yeah. Whoops. Oops. Whoops. All right. So, anyways, yeah. All right, people. That's it for me. All right. Yeah. All right. All right, doing a bit of toggling here. All right, that's it for me, folks. Tonight we did a 9 out of 10 on our craft beer. Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. We queued the Rubick. We did birthday shout-outs. Tim Landry, Chad A.W., Tony Thorne, Eric Durrett, Alex Bamford, Tracy Meloche, Mike Pickett, Andy McCullough. We've reached 500 likes, 580 followers. Thank you. We did countdowns, local events. Our Paul Reubens tribute, the Movie-Blow, our Dukes of Hazzard Season 1, Part 1 of 7, exotic Adrian Street, the pro wrestler, our classic Bond villain, Emile Locque, with Cube the Rubick, sci-fi, Ovions, like our classic guitar duo, Jeff Cease, Rich Robinson, cassette deck classics, Shake Your Moneymaker by the Black Crowes. We did like This Week in Van Halen History, rated the beer 9 out of 10. Our inspirational motivational quote, success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm by Winston Churchill. Once again, this Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all these audio listening platforms you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Shout out to everybody watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin group, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0. All the chain reaction, pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Black Crowes groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Battlestar Galactica, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, the birthday groups, the Bongos, the Rubicks, the Dukes of Hazzard groups. Right on. You may or may not see me next weekend for Big Jims Blogcast Live. Version 5.0, episode 261 on Sunday, August 6, 2023. I'm Jim, And thank you for watching. So, yeah, be good. Continue on with your long weekend, as I know I will. Larry, Wendy, Susan, Ann, and who else maybe you're watching out there. Be good, be safe, and cheers, everyone. All right, so, yeah, 9 out of 10 for Thanks Ale Latte by the River Road Brewing and Hops in Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. Cheers, everyone. And I will see you next weekend. So, cheers. Boom.